I joined up, rather than wait to be drafted. I figured if I was gonna have to fight, it would be better fighting alongside the best there was. That's why I joined the Marines. They sent us to North Carolina, some farm place that they'd turn into a training camp. 2nd Division U.S. Marine Corps. Some soldier I was gonna be. Our first day in camp, and I forgot my rifle.
Hey, Mac, what's the scuttlebutt on the new honcho?
I hear the bastard's tough as nails.
Great, another AJ squared away.
Stow it, here he comes.
Here the new recruit, Sergeant Roebuck. 10 hunt!
Okay, let's see what we've got. Sound off. Turner.
Aye, aye, sir.
Polonsky.
Aye, sir!
Miller. Where is your weapon, Marine? Get over to that table and pick up a rifle, Miller. Double time.
Stop flailing around, will ya? Hey, Fletch, I think this one's drowning. Grab him!
I want suppressing fire on that hill. Someone get Miller out of that mud.
Come on, buddy, we got you covered!
Anderson, I want some flame on that bunker. Get up that hill and get on it. Miller, you go with him.
We've got no cover. Use the smoke grenades.
Polonsky, get the smoke up there. Anderson, Miller, when the smoke hits, find cover near the top. Keep moving, Marines. Get up there. Ah!
Good night!
Outstanding, Miller. Tokyo Express out of action.
Guadalcanal was just the beginning. Next up was BDO, the next link in the chain that led all the way to Japan. It had taken 6 months to seize Guadalcanal. BDO would have to fall a lot quicker than that. They made it sound easy, telling us the island wasn't even the size of Central Park. I'd never been to New York, but I'm sure the park there didn't have a couple of thousand Japanese troops dug into hundreds of hidden pillbox bunkers.
I'm seeing barbed wire barricades up ahead!
You know what to do, Mac. Full speed. Ram them!
The boys aren't even making it to the beach!
We're nearly there, Marine. Check your juice gear and get ready.
Sometimes it felt like the whole damn thing was about airfields. We captured islands to get the airfields on them. From the airfields, we could launch heavy bombers to soften up the next island in the chain. BDO was no different. There was an airfield there, we needed it. And the Japanese needed to stop us. The Japanese general in command said it would take 1 million men 100 years to take his island. We were only a single Marine division, and we'd been given 3 days to get the job done.
Sergeant Roebuck, ain't we supposed to be taking the airfield?
Yeah, well, the airfield's over there. We're pinned down here. You got any ideas how we're gonna get past the Japanese? And I'm listening.
I say we just give him Miller. That'll make him surrender for sure.
Polonsky, one more crack from you and...
Look, someone's going for that bunker.
That guy's gotta be out of his mind. Who the hell is he?
Whoever he is, he needs covering fire. Get on him! Damn it! The fire just came from that building. Get in there! He opened up a hole for us. Don't let it go to waste.
Keep moving! Double time!
We were getting closer to Japan. The closer we got, the more determined the Japanese were to stop us, and the more ferocious the fighting was going to get. Saipan, one of the Marianas Islands, was the next link in the chain. They were ready for us after we landed, pushing us back almost to the sea. But we dug in and stayed put, waiting for the Japanese to make their move. We wouldn't have to wait long. To protect Japan, they had to drive us back off Saipan.
Listen up, Marines. We're out of position. From here we need to head north to the main landing site. Just sit tight. We only go when the star shells are deployed. Marine! What's happening with the radio?
Nearly, sir. Give me a couple more minutes. Come on. Come on! We're surrounded!
Quick, open fire! Fall back, Marines. We don't want to be here when those shells hit.
What now, Sergeant?
Now, Polonsky, we take that mountain.
You gotta be kidding me, sir.
We took back the beachheads, but the Japanese didn't budge easy. We had to dig them out of every foxhole, bunker, and concealed gun emplacement across every inch of that island. Even then, we weren't through. The enemy still held the summit of Mount Tapachow. They were dug in tight up there, defending artillery emplacements that had ranged in on our positions. Somehow, those guns had to be silenced. That's when we found out you don't always have to descend into hell. Nope. Sometimes to get to hell, you start climbing.
Rest up here for a moment.
I tell you, boys, the Japanese want this mountain so bad, they can have it. Okay? It's just a whole mess of stinking jungle and... son of a... bugs. They deserve each other.
Quit your belly aching, Polonsky. We got our orders. The enemy's dug in across the whole damn mountain. Hell if they didn't go up there and hide a couple of 88s.
Who's that over there? 27? Jesus, looks like those guys are catching hell.
No one's getting to the summit unless we silence those guns.
You know how many caves they got up on that mountain? Those guns could be hidden anywhere up there.
Artillery makes noise, Polonsky. Just follow the sound and you'll find the guns. That's why the Marine Corps issued those ears, remember? Spread out and watch for ambush points. Miller! Fire! They're surrendering!
That's a switch. Usually they're trying to kill me. All right, let's see them. Hands in the air!
Don't move!
Hey, you! Turn around! Turn around, you dumb son of a...
God damn it, Polonsky, you lucky son of a...
You can't get rid of me that easy, Sergeant. Besides, who's gonna keep Miller from fouling up the works, huh? Some view, ain't it?
Best seat in the house. Okay, we've done our part, Marines. The summit's clear for the 27th.
Well, the Japanese are gonna run out of island real soon at this rate.
Two things we ain't short on around here, Polonsky. Islands and enemies. It still ain't over.
I was a Virginia miner before the war started. I didn't have to join up. Mining was vital to the war effort, but I did it anyhow. 80th Infantry, General Patton's Blue Ridger boys. We'd been through France, and now we're looking to get into Germany. The end of the war was supposed to be in sight. Guess no one told the Germans that. They went on the offensive at the Battle of the Bulge. Our objective was to cut the supply line for the German advance at a place called Edelbruck, and we'd have to move fast to do it. Most everyone else was retreating, but not us. The 80th only moves forward, just like our motto says.
Fall back, Sarge. You think the U.S. Army sent us all this way just to show the Germans how we fall back?
We ain't getting through on this road. The Krauts are throwing everything they got at us.
Baker Company are pushing up with the tanks. You think they're gonna take this town without help from us, Tucker?
Hell no, Sarge.
Then we're going in, starting with an assault on that house up ahead. We'll use the stream to flank their position. Go! Get off the road! Keep your heads down. On your feet, Gibson. We're not done yet. We need to push up to secure the river crossings in the town. Square secure.
What's the news from battalion, Sarge?
The Germans have given up the bridgehead. They're falling back across the Sharpe River.
In full order, too, I reckon. What Look at all the gear they left behind. Not bad for a day's work by the Blue Ridges.
Yeah, well, the good news is we tied down at least 2 Kraut divisions in this sector. That's 2 divisions that won't be reaching Bastogne. So, Bastogne's where we're headed to next.
4th Armored linked up with us at Edelbruck, and were we glad to see him. Now we're going to be support for the push on to Bastogne. It was Christmas Day. The terrain between us and Bastogne was crawling with Krauts. And I can't remember a day in my life when it was as cold as it was then. The Germans had thrown a ring of steel defense around Bastogne, but the 4th were the same as us. More of General Patton's boys. And together we were gonna prove that blood and guts mattered more than snow and steel.
Bag yourself your first tiger, soldier. Nice work. Road's clear. Let's move on out to Bastogne. Be a Merry Christmas after all for our boys.
Me mates in my old unit thought I'd gone daft when I volunteered for the 6th Airborne. I mean, who in their right mind goes jumping out of perfectly good airplanes into the middle of Jerry-held territory, eh? But we've been sitting and taking it for years from Jerry, and, well, I suppose I just wanted to have a crack back at them. After D-Day, we thought we had them on the run, right up until they counter-attacked in the Ardennes. The Yanks were bogged down in Bastogne, so we went in to give Jerry a fright and soften up their defences for the Yanks' 4th Armoured Division to break through. Oof, crawling around in the freezing dark in a town full of German troops. Well, it's just the thing to keep a bloke warm on a cold winter's night, isn't it? So what's the plan, Sarge?
Jerry's been using Bastogne Town Square as a supply point for their armor units here. That armor's the reason why the Yanks are having such a hard time breaking through.
Typical Jerry. Always well prepared. He's probably got enough ammo and fuel stacked up to keep him in business here for months, hasn't he?
Not after we're through with him, Taylor. While the Yank assault keeps Jerry busy, we're gonna infiltrate in, take out their forward outpost, and then move to town square. Taylor's signaling something. Ah, hell, there's something wrong with the detonators. Sharpe, look lively. Looks like that's the last of them.
Friendly's inbound, sir! Looks like the 4th Armored Division!
Patton, man. Someone get on the line and tell them they took their damn time.
Yeah, and tell them that we did the hard part for them.
I didn't think we were gonna make it out of there in one piece. I think we should be thanking old Sharpe Shooter here for that.
We'd done our bit at Bastogne, and we're pulling out of a place called Burr to rendezvous there with our CO, Captain Randall. Yeah, trouble was, we didn't know it at the time, but the Germans were retreating in that direction as well. I mean, he was a capable bloke, Captain Randall, but even he was going to be in a spot of bother here.
So the captain's holed up at the church, pinned down, and we're going in to get him out, right?
That's about the size of it, Taylor.
Ha! You reckon we'll get medals?
Knowing the captain, we'll be lucky to get a handshake, lad.
There's the church spire behind those buildings. Road looks clear.
Hell! Jerry's at mine the road! Sharpe! Sharpe! Get up!
The Yanks had reached the Rhine, the last barrier guarding the heart of Germany. Their plan was to mount an amphibious assault across the river. But the Germans were dug in all along the opposite bank, ready to give them a pasting. Our job was to glider attack the German side and raise hell among the defences there, giving the Yanks a chance to get across safely. This was going to be our first time on German soil. Unless we could help the Americans get across to join us, our stay was going to be a pretty short one.
Jerry's waiting for the Rhine crossing, but he's not looking this way. All their guns will be pointing at the river.
So we sneak in behind them, eh, Sarge?
That's a ticket, lad. We take out their gun position so our boys can cross without Jerry shelling the blazes out of them.
Couple of Jerry's on a checkpoint round the corner. Otherwise, it's all quiet, Sarge.
It won't be for long. We're running late, and the artillery barrage is gonna start any time now. Here it comes. The artillery boys keep better time than Big Ben. Righto, lads. Taylor, Sharpe, take out that checkpoint.
Good show, men. Us and the Yanks are across the Rhine, and Jerry's on the run. First beers are on me as soon as we get to Berlin.
Thanks to the Brits, our boys made it across the Rhine and into the German heartland. Everyone had Berlin in their sights. The Blue Ridgers were no different. But we ended up being deployed south into Austria. The last battle of our war would be at a place there called Braunau am Inn. Division HQ had reports of a last-ditch concentration of German troops around the town and sent us in to investigate. We didn't know what the hell to expect. Braunau am Inn was the birthplace of Adolf Hitler. But maybe the Germans had a better reason than that for wanting to hold on to the place.
Battalion HQ reports no enemy activity on the north bank. What's left beyond that is anyone's guess. That's gonna be our job. We scout out the town, deal with any remaining enemy positions, and report back to HQ.
Our artillery and Air Force boys have already pounded the hell out of that place.
Incoming!
Get to cover!
Sergeant Mason, German troop convoy heading this way.
Battalion on the radio, Sarge. I got incoming artillery support.
That's why they're hell-bent on defending this ground. A B-2, we must be near the launch site.
Artillery fire imminent, sir.
Heads down, man. There's gonna be fireworks. Artillery supports clear the way. Head out before the crowds have time to recover.
Entdeckung geht los! I got a man down!
Well done, Gibson. No telling where that thing is going or how many it could have killed. Guessing there might be a medal recommendation in the free once the battalion hears about this. Private Lucas Gibson, Distinguished Service Cross. How'd you like?
Okinawa. The last link in the chain to Japan, and getting this war over and done with. It was the largest of the Ryukyu Islands, and our first foothold on the Japanese home islands. When we invaded mainland Japan, it would be from Okinawa. We were fighting on Japanese soil for the first time. They had been desperate to stop us before, but now they were fanatical. The guys in Europe were lucky. Their war was almost over. Ours was about to reach its bloodiest moment.
This is the Shuri line. What a dump.
Yeah, Polonsky. This stands between us and the last Japanese position on the island.
Real nice spot. Bunkers and mortars look dug in.
We gotta take that ridge, clearing every trench and every bunker as we go.
Maybe we scared them off and they all belly stick themselves like they do.
Let's go, men! Move! Move! Move!
Fine work, men. Japanese defense line is split in two. You're gonna have to pull back or be overrun by our advance.
Next stop, Tokyo. We're gonna ram it right down Tojo's throat, right, Captain?
Well, the road's open, Polonsky, but we're not at the end of the line just yet.
How'd you like this, Polonsky? A genuine Japanese fortress.
Okinawa had been turned into a fortress island. At its center was Shuri Castle, an actual medieval royal fortress. Shuri was important to the Japanese military, and psychologically, It was the key to the island's defenses, and a symbol of Japanese power and pride. If we took it, so the thinking went, we'd take Okinawa. We'd do that, and the door into Japan would be open at last. One more hard push, and we'd finally be within sight of the end, and the road to going home.
Okay, Marines. That's Shuri Castle up ahead. Command wants us to take it, but since heavy resistance has been spotted inside, it goes by the numbers. You read me?
How many in there, Sergeant?
Could be 100 in there, could be 1,000. Enough to keep us busy, that's for sure. Okay, let's move up! Get on that radio, tell the skipper the Marines have taken Shuri Castle. Polonsky, Turner, Jackson. Secure the area.
Aye, aye, sir!
Good job, Miller. Good job.
So what now, Sergeant? We taking it all the way to Japan?
That's the plan, Polonsky. All the way to Tojo's doorstep.